Okay, well, I'm glad everybody's doing good today. It's good to see everybody. We should be able to finish up this current packet today. We've been talking about absolute error, relative error, and percentage error, and then we went off into a few other topics, interval notation, and what else did we do yesterday? We started talking about standard units of measurement. Okay, so we should be able to finish this up today. I'll go ahead and give you the homework, and hopefully we should have some time in class to work on that before you leave, and we'll go ahead and have that due tomorrow. So my plan is, and I was already thinking about this before Eli had asked about it, when are the focus activities due? I believe at this point you have 4, is that right? Okay, so I want to go ahead and do one more tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and do that one tomorrow. We'll turn the homework in, grade it, talk about any questions you might have, and then the rest of the day tomorrow and on Thursday, I'll go ahead and give you, again, class time to work on your IA because that's due next Thursday. Yes. No, I will give you homework. I haven't given it to you yet.
Okay, I was like,
I'll do tomorrow. So we should have some time in class, and we'll go ahead and turn it in tomorrow. Yes, ma'am. Is it super important? Okay, we should be able to finish. I'll let you go at the end. Okay. All right. So that is the plan. And then, of course, what's happening on Friday? The exam. Okay, so the exam, look for it to have, this material from the current packet, number set, significant figures, scientific notation. Should not be too bad. Yes, ma'am.
So, like, after our exam, are we just going to be, like, working for the finals? Or?
No, I'm going to go ahead and move on with the next topic, arithmetic sequences and series. So we'll go ahead and start that on Tuesday. If we're able to start geometric sequences and series before the break, great. If not, after that, then we'll go ahead and start looking at review and the finals. But we have an advantage in here, like for example, that last week, the other classes are going to have to take a district assessment. So that's a couple of days right there that we don't have to lose. So we do have a little extra time. So I'm thinking we should be able to get geometric sequences and series in, then still have time to review and go ahead and take the final. But there will be time to review before the final itself. In fact, I'm going to set it up in a very specific way. But I'm working on that right now. So as soon as I get that done, I'll let you guys know what's going to be happening.
we have 2 more weeks after this.
Only 2 more weeks after this one. And next week is even a short week because this weekend is a 3-day weekend.
Heck yeah.
So there you go. Now, in fact, the other big item besides the test on Friday, next Thursday, that's when your IAs are due. I've still got the rubrics. I've got the checklists. Anything you need, let me know. However much time we end up with tomorrow, and then Thursday, you're going to have that time as well. I'll have the Chrome card open. So if you feel it's ready and you want to go ahead and turn it in, you don't have to wait until next week. If you feel you need to, absolutely. It's just that's when I'll be taking it, and it is going to be recorded as a quiz or to be a test grade. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you've already said this before, but how long does it have to be?
I would say somewhere about 5 or 6 pages. It doesn't have to be anything huge. I mean, I've seen some, the smallest I've ever seen one has been 3 pages, and the longest I've ever seen one is like 20 or 21. It was really long.
All right, 25.
Okay, but I think a good paper, probably about 5 or 6 pages. And you have to remember, if you're looking at the big picture, I'm a mathematician. I am not an English teacher. So I can only speak for, my experience, what I think makes a good paper. And I'm sure the English teachers are going to disagree with me, but I'm better at the math than I am at the English. So it is what it is. But if you ever, don't want to work a suggestion that I go ahead and give you, that is fine. Please don't feel that you have to. Remember, I'm just going to try to give you feedback, try to give you pointers, things like that. And if you like the ideas, great. If not, please do whatever you feel is best for your paper. Okay, so good. Anything else? Okay, well, let's get to it. Let's see. We got pretty far. We're talking about... let's see, we did some of those propagation errors, then we got to interval notation, started talking about these. I think we got to time, is that right? Okay. All right, so time zones. Bless you. What is the time difference between 9:55 a.m. and 1:25 p.m.? Okay. Well, the Earth rotates a full 360 degrees every day, which is 15 degrees every hour, or 1 degree every 4 minutes. Places on the same line of longitude share the same true local time. However, using local time would cause problems. For example, some states or counties stretch across almost 15 degrees of longitude. Now, what are we talking about here? Longitude, are those the vertical or the horizontal? Okay, all right. Let's see. No, those are the vertical, right? Yeah, those are the vertical. Those are the vertical. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, latitude or the horizontal. Okay, this would mean that the time differences of up to 1 hour in the same state. The solution was to create time zones. Now, the first line of longitude, 0 degrees, passes through Greenwich near London. This first, or prime line, what we call the prime meridian, is the starting point for the 12 time zones west of Greenwich and 12 time zones east of Greenwich. Places which lie in the same time zone share the same standard time. Okay, so time along the prime meridian is called Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. Places to the east of the prime meridian are ahead of the GMT, and places to the west are going to be behind it. The numbers in the time zone show how many hours have to be added or subtracted from Greenwich Mean Time to work out the standard time for that zone. Okay, so let's take a look at a map of the world right here. All right, so let me go ahead. I'll leave that on for a second. Okay, time along the prime meridian is called the Greenwich Mean Time, which we just talked about. So that is this right here. Okay, it goes through Greenwich. So let me highlight this. Let me highlight this in red. Okay. Okay, so there's GMT. All right. Now, we already said that if it's east of the prime meridian, it's going to be ahead of it. If it's west, it's going to be behind it. And the number of time zones have to be added or subtracted. Okay. Well, why don't we go ahead and just try a couple of examples. Hey, look, there are all the answers there. Yay. Don't look. Oh, my gosh.
I just wanted to figure out what it would be. So I didn't
Oh, my goodness. What was that? Oh, hang on. Okay, I got kind of checked. I know, I know. There we go. So that probably means the rest of those aren't erased, but that's okay. I'll erase them as we go along, and we'll talk about how we got them. Okay, so here's the scenario. Hopefully you didn't see that. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Okay. If it is 11 p.m. on Tuesday in Greenwich, what is the standard time in New York, San Francisco, Brisbane, and Johannesburg? Okay, so let's start with New York. So we're always going to start from this prime meridian right here because that's where I'm given the time. Where's New York? Okay, there you go. So it's on the East Coast, right? Now, here's the thing. This is what's considered to be one time zone right here. So all the land within that particular longitude is going to have the exact same time. So let me show you what I mean here. We're starting here at 11 p.m., right? So what would this one be? Then that would be 12 a.m., right? Because it's 11 p.m. in Greenwich. The other times are going to be ahead. Okay. So we started Greenwich right here. That's GMT that I highlighted in red. So if it's 11 p.m. here on a Tuesday, then this would be midnight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is what?
11
Ooh. 12 would be noon, right? Okay, so that's noon. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, right here, it's going to be 5 p.m. Right here at this line, it's going to be 6 p.m. So what time would you say it is in New York?
6 p.m.
I would say it is 5 p.m. 5 p.m. because it's not 6 p.m. until you hit this line right here. But see, New York is just to the left of it, so you want to look in that particular area. Okay, so in fact, it's going to be 5 p.m. on a Wednesday. Okay, so you're simply counting by hours. Now, if it doesn't pass that line, then it's not going to be that time. What? Yes.
Wes, wouldn't it still be Tuesday?
No.
Well, can I, so my reasoning
Okay.
is, so we don't have to count forward, but we can count backwards from the GMT. I think the issue is okay to go up here in time, explain it.
Yeah, but you have to think it doesn't go into the next day until it passes this.
But we can count backwards, like, so we can go -1, -2, -3, -4, -5.
Yeah, but the Earth is rotating in this direction. Do you see what I mean? That's why those to the east are going to be later. So like whatever time it is here in Lubbock, what time is it in New York? It is 2 hours later. Okay. Does that make sense? No? Yes.
Okay, so let's say that we're in San Francisco,
Okay, so let's go look at San Francisco.
and then you want to get the time from Paris. So would you like do the rest of that and then start over again? I don't know.
Okay, well, we can make up a few like that in just a second. Okay. So let's say it is 11 p.m. still on Tuesday in Greenwich, and I want to know what time it is in San Francisco when it's 11 p.m. in Greenwich. Okay. So it's 11 p.m., so I'm going to go ahead and count to San Francisco's time because they have to be ahead of us, right? Okay. So I'm going to go, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you have to be careful. Does that mean it's noon right there? See, I'm just counting by the lines, but remember in terms of time, this first one is 12. So this is 12 a.m. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's actually 11 a.m. Then it gets to noon. Then we have 1, 2, and here's 3. So here is where it's 2 p.m. Here's where it's 3 p.m. Where is San Francisco falling? It's within that time zone that immediately follows 2 p.m., but it doesn't hit 3 p.m. yet. So it should be 2 p.m. on Wednesday. Okay. Here, try the next two on your own. Take about 30 seconds. Think of what you believe the times in Brisbane and Johannesburg are going to be. Libby?
It's kind of unrelated, but still related. Like, on north and south, like, does that affect anything, or is it always in those times?
Oh, no, it's always in those time zones.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. And everybody was able to find Brisbane, right? Okay. So Brisbane is right here. And then Johannesburg, where's that? It's South Africa. There we go. I'm sorry?
They're both on the lines. Like,
I would say they're both on the lines, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, Libby?
so I missed the thing Friday. What is VA and VE?
Oh, VA is the approximated value. It's what you believe it to be. V sub E is the exact value. Okay. So who thinks they have C Brisbane? Okay, Evelyn, what do you think?
9 a.m.
I was saying 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Okay, so let's go ahead and count. It's 11 p.m. in Greenwich, and we're trying to get to Brisbane. So this is midnight, 12 a.m. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it looks to me like it's right on the line, so I would go ahead and say 9 a.m. Wednesday. Okay, would you guys agree? Okay. What do we get for Johannesburg? Oh, I heard 12 and I heard 1. Okay. Well, let's see. It looks like it's on this second line right here to me. So if this is midnight, I would say 1 a.m. Okay.
When I asked about like the San Francisco question,
Uh-huh.
okay,
And because you were comparing it to Paris?
well now I see that it just has like the +1, +2, so
Oh, yeah, because each time zone, you're just counting an additional hour.
instead like what I meant is like if we're in San Francisco and we wanted to know the time in like Johannesburg, like would we go from the rest?
Oh, then going west, you would count backwards. You would count down. You would actually subtract. Okay. So let's say, for example, let's go ahead and use a couple that we have on here. Let's say in San Francisco, it's, give me a time.
3.
3 p.m.? Okay, so let's say in San Francisco it's 3 p.m. on a Monday. Monday's the first one I heard. Monday. Okay, and we're wanting to know what time it is in Johannesburg. Okay, so let's see. If it's 3 p.m. here, well, now we're going to go ahead and count backwards. So let's see. Here would be 2. That's noon. Now it's in the morning, so it's 11 a.m. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'd say 1 a.m. in Johannesburg.
On a Tuesday? Or
Okay.
no, it's to be on a Monday.
It would still be on a Monday, yes, because it didn't pass midnight. So I would say it's still 1 a.m. on the same day. Okay, yes, ma'am.
So if we were going off the GMT, or by left of it,
Uh-huh.
you would just count.
Yes. All right. Is that making a little more sense? Hey, all right.
So I like looked up the times, right? And so like Eli was kind of like correct whenever like right now it's 1939 like the time
Mm-hmm.
in Greenwich,
Greenwich.
and so then in New York it's 14:39 right now.
Okay, so say it again. In Greenwich right now, it's 1939. Okay. And what is it in? You said New York.
14.
1439. Okay. So let's see. That means. Hold on. Let me do this. This is Army stuff right here. So that would be. That's 18. So what is that? About 740. Okay. So that would be. This is probably gonna be a stupid question. AM or PM? PM. Okay. So it's 7:40 p.m. here, and let's see here. So that would be 8:40, 9:40, 10:40, 11:40. Then we're to AM, so 12:40 a.m. Okay. So this, because you said it was PM, right? Okay. So here's 8:40, 9:40, 10:40, 11:40. So 12:40 a.m. is where it changed. So 1:40, 2:40, 3:40, 5:40, 6:40, 7:40. Did I what? Did I? Dadgummit. Let me call again. This is one of my best lessons ever. So 8:40, 9:40, 10:40, 11:40, 12:40 a.m. Then 1:40, 2:40, 3:40, 4:40, 5:40, 6:40, 7:40, 8:40, 9:40, 10:40, 11:40, 12:40. Then it's noon. So then it'd be 1:40 and 2:40. Yeah.
But how's it on the same
Yeah.
day?
But isn't it?
It's not. Wait a minute. That has to be AM for them.
Supposed to be behind.
Yeah, so that has to be AM, right?
No.
Yeah,
Wait a
that
minute.
has to be
The day.
8.
We're talking about the day.
Yeah, because we're talking about.
We're trying
So
to.
it's not PM, it's AM, because also it's the same day, but that
No,
AM.
because it said 19, that means it's PM.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's PM.
Sure that
Yeah. So.
Okay, that's right.
So Greenwich. So Sports is behind in time than Greenwich. That's what we're saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So New York is I guess for like
So would it be
A,
on Wednesday?
it'd be on Tuesday. It'd be on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Tuesday
Because they're
because they're
earlier that
behind
day.
in time.
Oh, so that, okay. I see.
So you're saying we need to change these?
Yeah. So it'd be 5 p.m. Tuesday. Because where it says like plus 12 or minus 12, I think that's where it like stops and you have to count backwards instead of keep counting forwards.
So that you don't change the day, you just change the time?
Yeah. So
So you're saying this line right here is where the day change happens.
Is where you need to stop counting forward and count backwards from the day from the place you started. Yeah, so like.
Okay. So I think I see what you're saying. So this longitude line right here is the like let's say the leader.
Is like yes, like that's
The first part of the Earth to ever be the most ahead.
So if like the place you're going is past that line, you still need to count backwards from that starting point to get back to your
Like
place.
in the day.
Okay, so you're saying it's still 5 p.m. on Tuesday.
Yes, it's 5 p.m. Tuesday because New York is behind in time than Greenwich.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and put that to the test here. So we are at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Then we have midnight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's 11 a.m.
Yeah.
But now you're saying we need to count backwards.
So instead of turning forward, since New York is past that line, we just need to subtract time. That's where like those.
So this would be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
No.
5.
That's not what I'm saying. So no, like you still left. You go. Can I go up here?
But you said it's subtracting.
Forward to
I think it'll be a lot easier if I go up here.
Yeah, come up and explain because you're confusing me.
like in the day.
Yeah, okay, so since it's from the west, since it's west.
So instead of
Okay.
adding this, we're instead just gonna subtract this way. So we're gonna subtract 1 hour, subtract 2 hours, subtract 3 hours, and then 4 hours from the starting time. So that's
Oh,
what we-
okay.
the subtract 5 hours from 11. So that's where so like this right here is 6 p.m. And so New York's technically at 5 p.m. on Tuesday because they're behind in time.
Okay, so what we need to look at then, if we're going to be passing this line here, and I can't read what that longitude line is. Say international what? International date line? Okay.
Yeah,
So if we're going to pass that line, then we should probably go in the other direction.
Backwards.
And if we're not going to pass it, then we count forwards.
Yes.
Oh.
Everything past this line is behind. Greenwich time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So the last places on Earth are right over here by Alaska and up here.
Yeah. So
In
so
Canada.
this is the line where you stop, where like you say, okay.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna add,
Gotcha.
And then if it's past, I'm just gonna subtract out.
Okay.
Because they're behind.
Excellent.
Wow, good job.
Okay, very good. Very good. That helped me out because obviously I didn't know what I was talking about. Good. So does that mean we did the rest of them wrong, or are we okay? So it's just the days, right? So this would be 5 p.m. Tuesday. If we're going to San Francisco, okay, then we're going to count backwards. So this would be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So would it be 1? Because see, San Francisco is right here. So would we go ahead and say 1 p.m. then?
So it's going to
It's kind of the same as the day.
Mr. Wentz, you still count the exact same, except we hit that line. It's just
Oh, when you hit that line. Okay, gotcha. So we are correct. It is 2 p.m. Tuesday, the same day. Okay. And then Brisbane we're okay with? And Johannesburg. Now, are either of those Wednesday or are they Tuesday? Oh, hold on.
They're all Wednesday.
Let me figure this out. Hey, I'm actually being taught today. This is cool.
No.
Okay, so let's see. Brisbane was right here. So it's ahead. So this is midnight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 a.m. on Tuesday. No, that's Wednesday. Yeah, that is Wednesday. Yeah, that is Wednesday. Okay. And then Johannesburg is going to be Wednesday as well. 1 a.m. Wednesday. Ha! There we go. Okay, good. Is that making a lot more sense? Okay, yes. Well, this is only the second year I've ever done it, so the damage isn't horrible. And also, that last class was really super mean to me, so I don't feel too bad about it. Yes. It would, no. Especially with me recording, no. In fact, for those of you who I've taught before, you're like, Sydney, we used to talk about that in second period a lot because people would talk about me in the school, and it's nothing bad. I mean, everything's okay. But I did. It was. I think I mentioned it in here before, but that class, it was that single class. My wife and I had a very serious conversation about my not coming back. No, none of them in there threatened me. They were
But like, why would
just
you
not
so
nice.
mean to you? Like, you give them no reason to.
I don't know what to tell you. They just didn't. I don't know. But there it is. Okay, but I don't want to say anything bad about anybody if they're not here to defend themselves. So I don't like to say anything
Call
bad.
them up here.
No, we're good. Some of those people I don't want to see anymore, so we're good. Okay. All right, all right. All right, so good, good, good. Well, I'm glad we got that figured out. Is everybody okay with the time zones now?
Yeah, so
And even I'm okay with the time zone, so that's good. I learned something new today.
if you cross it from west to east, then you subtract it if you cross it
Yes.
from east to west.
What'd you say it was, Emily? The international date line?
Yes.
Yes, there we go. Okay.
Why do we call it?
So there we go. And hey, I'm willing to admit if I made a mistake. So yeah, you guys, you helped me out today. Thank you. There you go. That's awesome. Okay. All right. So good, 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 good. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on to something that I actually know about. Okay, temperature. The two most commonly used scales to measure temperature are degrees Celsius and degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. If we want to convert from degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit, okay, F equals 9/5 C plus 32. Or if we want to go from degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius, so 5/9 of Fahrenheit minus 32, could take that product. So let's say I want to convert 70 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, so this is pretty easy and straightforward and definitely something I can do because it's just a substitution problem. Yes?
So, do we take like the 9/5 of C before we add 32, or do we like add 32?
You'd want to follow your order of operations. Yeah, so you'd want to simplify 9/5 of C.
Mm-hmm. Right there, the second one. So,
Yes, so with the parentheses, you want to simplify that and then take the product.
mm-hmm. But the other way.
Yes. Okay.
So the parentheses are there for a reason.
Yes, absolutely. So convert 70 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. So I want Fahrenheit. So this would be 9/5 times the 70 degrees Celsius. Okay. And then we're going to add the 32. Now you could go ahead and multiply through, 9 times 70 is going to give me 630 and divide by 5. Or how many times will 5 go into 70? 14. And then 14 times 9 gives me 100. Okay. So 126 plus the 32, we're looking at 158 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. And then you got these measurements over here that you're already probably very familiar with. Water's going to freeze at 0 degrees Celsius, boil at 100 degrees Celsius, and then Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Fahrenheit it freezes, and then 212 degrees Fahrenheit it's going to boil. Okay, good. So let me see if I can... I would say this is my best lesson ever. That was a joke. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this lesson up very quickly so I can go hide under my desk for the rest of the day. Imperial standard units. The metric system is based upon the decimal system and is now used in most countries of the world. The imperial standard units were established in 1824 in England. This set of units was only one of many used throughout the world and is still used by some countries, including the U.S. So you have all these different conversions right here. Length, weight, all that good stuff. And metric is the most important. But let's just go ahead and take a look at some examples here. How many miles is a 5-kilometer run? Okay, so we're wanting to convert kilometers to miles. So it really depends on the person. A lot of times people kind of prefer just to set up a proportion. If you want to go ahead and do it that way, I always kind of think of things in terms of dimensional analysis. Do you guys know what I'm referring to when I say that?
Yes.
Like, let me give you an example. Like, let's say, yes, exactly. Let's say I were to have, 20 miles per hour, okay? So I'm traveling 20 miles per hour, and I want to know, say, the speed in, let's say, inches per second, okay? So what I need to do is go ahead and convert as I move along. So what do you want to look at first, miles or hours? Miles. So what did I say, inches per second? Okay, so I want this to be inches per second. So if I want to go ahead and get rid of the miles first, I'm going to put miles here. Now, you can obviously go ahead and combine these, but especially if I'm going to be dealing with a very long expression, I like to go ahead and just write them all out. Okay, so I know that I'm going to convert to feet first before I go ahead and convert to inches. So in 1 mile, there are how many feet? 5,000. 5,280. 5,280 feet. Okay. And then I want to go ahead and convert it from feet to inches. Because, see, the miles are going to cancel out now. So if I want the feet to cancel, I got to put it right here, put the inches on top. And what do you think my ratio is going to be? 12 inches in 1 foot. And see, now the feet cancel, so I have inches per hour. Okay, and now I just go back to converting to seconds. All right, so I'm first going to convert to minutes. So I got to get rid of the hours. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I've obviously been on top of my game today, so I am so embarrassed. I apologize. Oh, no, that was awful. That was awful. That's true. Oh. It's true. It's true. It's true. All right, so there is 60 minutes in 1 hour, and there is 1 minute in 60 seconds. Okay. So just like that, see, now I have inches per second. Or you remember what I was saying a second ago? You could actually combine some of these. You could just go straight from, say, hours to seconds by taking 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. But that's kind of what I'm thinking about when I do these. So if I have 5 kilometers, okay, and I want to go ahead and change it to miles, then I got to put kilometers down below with the miles on top, so that those are going to be sure to cancel out. So now we just need to know what the ratio is. Okay, so 1 kilometer is approximately what? 0.617. So 1 kilometer is 0.617 miles. And then I don't believe I have mine up today. Oh, I do. Okay. Yeah, there's one thing I got right. 0.617. So I'd say we're looking at about 3.085 miles. Okay. Okay, 3.085 miles. All right. Does that make sense? Okay, so at least this portion. Okay. Or somewhat. All right, so how much do you weigh in pounds if you are 72 kilograms? Okay, so on this one, would you rather go ahead and set up a proportion, or do you just want to go ahead and do it like we did this one? Do it like we did that one? Okay, so I've got 72 kilograms. So I want to multiply this by a ratio so that the kilograms are going to cancel. I'm going to put him on the bottom, and I want pounds. So now we just need to know what the ratio is. So 1 pound is what?
2.2 kilograms.
Okay. So we want, yep, there we go. So 2.20. That's right. 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. Please don't tell me I messed up again.
No.
I don't think my heart could take it if I did. Okay, the kilograms are going to cancel. So 72 times 2.2, there you go. Oh my gosh. 72 times 2.2. I have never wished so much for a lesson to end. 158.4. 158.4 pounds. Oh my goodness. Okay, are we good? Okay. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry. I really do apologize. Okay. All right. Okay, so everybody okay?
No one's watched it today, so no one will watch it.
Isn't there?
Watch them anyway.
No, Gabby's absent.
Oh.
Yeah, so Gabby's going to watch it. Yeah.
I did miss it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna upload that video, Mr. West?
Well, I don't. You know, honestly, what I'm thinking about doing is taking 20 minutes in my conference period, just kind of recording myself going through now that I actually know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because Eli doesn't have the microphone. Eli
No,
doesn't
he
have
can, he can,
You have to learn.
No one is judging me. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's why we're Westerners. We love, whatever. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this thing.